I had a weird train ride from the airport to Yeno Park. But I'm in a good mood. I haven't slept. I'm still pretty tired. But you hear that flat hum in the background? That's a muffler. There's some buzzing from a helicopter. I'm at Yeno Park. I've got a new pair of boots. They're exactly the same boots I had before. I just got a new pair, and also I got some shoe polish to cover up the white glue marks on my boots. There was all kinds of glue marks. But I reckon if I polish these boots on a regular basis, I might be able to prevent most of the leather from cracking. Or whatever this shit is. I'll try, I'll see. I have a tube of shoe polish. Squirt shoe polish. With a brush on top. Piece of foam. It might be polystyrene. Listen, Manila is a fantastically charming city. With trash fires by the side of the road if you walk far enough. There's just trash on the highway. And maybe if you keep walking, you walk past the trash. Once you're out of Metro Manila, there might be less trash on the highway. Generally speaking, I gotta say Japan is... it's not what Donald Trump would describe as a shithole country. Here, look, this is Yeno Park. We've been here before. Huh? You and me? We've been to Yeno Park before. There's not torrential fucking typhoon rain. It's not 30 fucking degrees plus the humidex. I'm sat outside and I feel pretty cool. There's no beads of sweat on my forehead. I'm comfortable. This is the largest, one of, maybe the largest city on earth by population. And I need a cigarette because this air is so clean. No, I talk a lot of shit about my ex-girlfriends, but I like this country. I would like to meet an ethnically Japanese lady. What is the proper terminology to describe someone who has naturally black hair and eyes and is Japanese and not too hairy? East Asian. I would like to meet a real East Asian with big titties. I think I'm pretty sure I just bought a pair of boots from the dude that was on the subway. One of the dudes, he was wearing a long black curly wig. I think I just bought a new pair of boots from him. I took his picture this time. There was a pair of fiancé Opération Castor 1953. If you don't know what Opération Castor means, let me translate. It is Operation Beaver. Fiancé Operation Beaver 1953. French canvas army boots. They were nice. They were basically like a high top running shoe. But they were green and they were size 44, which is the same, I guess, as size 10. I don't know, there was just a lot of bad juju. Arguably, the other boots were better. They were a high top, they were not an actual boot, they were more like a high top running shoe. Softer sole. I don't know. These only lasted, my last pair of these only lasted 5 months, so I'm gonna try to see what I can do with polish. If polishing these doesn't help, then the next time I'm in Tokyo. This is day 1, I've got 3 months. I'm gonna go probably to Thailand after this, smoke some weed for 60 days and come back. And my selfie camera's pretty good. My phone, my gear. Anyway, I have new boots. They were 66. I paid 66 CAD for these boots. I was shopping around for other boots. I saw some Timberlands. They were 280 CAD-ish. 275, whatever, 270 with the conversion. It's more or less 100 to 1. These were $68 at that conversion ratio. The other pair was 280. And I reckon they wouldn't last much more than 1 year. So it's cheaper to buy boots that fall apart after 5 months than it is. Hang on. Yeah, like the other pair of boots would have to last almost 4 times longer. They'd have to last roughly 20 months. And with the canvas, I'm not sure. I looked at how the sole was connected to the canvas top. I'm not sure those are repairable with glue. I know these can be somewhat repaired with glue. So I went with these ones. And I'll be back. I'll go to shithole Thailand. I'll get high for a couple of months. I'll stop twitching. And then I'll come back. That's 5 months. It's timed perfectly, actually. Anyway, new boots, clean air. It's not as hot. It's not as humid. All the engines have mufflers. Only the helicopters make noise. See that right there? That was a scooter in the background. That's the most obnoxious sound you're gonna hear in Tokyo. Last night at the airport in Manila, I was very tired and very sad. But just not being in a fucking shithole. Or being in a country with good, cheap weed. Good, cheap weed or not a fucking shithole country. No, coming here from Manila was definitely good for Japan. They should send me to fucking Somalia, anarcho land. They should send me to a failed state for a couple of months after I leave this place. And then when I come back, I'll be happy to be here. No matter what shit my ex-girlfriends put me through after Manila, after Manila, I'm generally happy to be here. The people were nice. The people were nice-ish. Some of them, not all of them. You know, it's a mixed bag. But, you know, getting a cab driver to use the meter is part of the haggling process in Manila. It's a haggle shithole. It's a shit haggle hole. But otherwise, it's lovely. No, it's not like Manila. I'm sure there's nice places, nice beach resorts outside of Manila that are worth visiting. But, Manila. Tokyo is much better. Much better. Much, much better. I'm not feeling weird gutted. I don't have like a kind of a gross, just there's nothing really upsetting me right now. I feel pretty chill. And I made a funny joke to a girl from Sichuan who looks like she's roughly my age. I said, I've definitely been used, but I've got a lot of character. She hasn't replied. I think I talk so much trash that I can't make up for it with one joke. I'll have to send her a few more before I win her back. No, no, no. I'll set the jokes aside for now. I won't summarize what I said about her in order to calculate how many funny jokes I have to send her. Before she responds. Joelyn, Jolin, Joelyn. I met another girl from Taiwan who also had a WeChat. She looked fully Asian, but I could swear her eyes were green. Brownish green. I don't know what was going on there. Maybe she was wearing green contacts on top of her black eyes in order to put me on a back foot. But she was cute. I might like to go on a boat ride with a bitch my age because it's romantic. And I happen to be in a good mood after fucking Manila. It's not that cheap. Pack of cigarettes here is $6 Canadian. Over there, it's $4 ish. McDonald's is about the same price. They have 2 liters of Coke Zero at 7-Eleven, and they are $2.50. You don't have to find a supermarket to get a discount on Coke Zero in Manila. It's very convenient to buy Coke Zero in larger quantities. In bulk. Here, I'm gonna have to find a supermarket near my hotel. But it's okay. It's okay. Just the mufflers. Just the fucking mufflers make it worth it. Have a nice day.